Well, I was gonna do that piece, but that just looks like a little, I mean, not, oh, there's a deer. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, it's a nice, sweaty 80+ degree day. So, you know, why wouldn't you be on an open station tractor mowing some pasture today? Let's go. Well, I mowed that little patch there that was left from when this thing broke down, and it seems to be working good now. That gearbox had a little chatter in it. I imagine the backlash in the gears might be a little excessive, but that's all right. All done for now. That's a waterway. Other than that, corn's looking real good. This thing's freaking loud. We got some ragweed way up there in the oats. We're gonna go take care of that. A lot better. That still got some ragweed in it, but probably ain't enough to justify knocking it all down. We got to figure out what we're gonna do, because now this field's, well, over here ain't gonna be as far along as that. That's still probably too dirty to combine, so figure something out. Well, I was gonna do that piece, but that just looks like a little, I mean, not, oh, there's a deer. Well, that's pretty cool. But there's only like 9 feet of grass, and it's not really weedy, so I think we might just let the combine skip 9 feet of grass rather than take out 9 feet of grass and another 15 feet of oats, so I'm gonna call this project done for today. Later. Alright, I'm gonna make this quick because my phone's about to die. But I've been having a problem with the weight. I cut a 3-inch band out of that tank to make the new engine fit, and I figured it wouldn't matter. It matters because it doesn't have much fuel capacity. So I thought, I'm gonna probably need another tank. And I figured, I welded one fuel tank, I'll weld another out of some steel, and that's expensive. All right, that'd be like $200. And then I thought, man, if I could find like a truck tank, that'd work. I'd just strap it to the frame. Luckily, we happen to have an old grain truck laying around, which has this beautiful tank sitting here, which I am gonna rob. Now, to some, that might be cheating, but I can guarantee you this is not cheating, because it was an adventure just getting to this thing. I had to chop my way here, and my phone's about to die. But anyway, I found my fuel tank. Stay tuned. Well, I've been known to have some ideas, and some are better than others, but I got this old tank here. It came off a gas dump truck, so it's a gas tank, and it varnished up pretty good. It's actually surprisingly not rusty. It's just got like tar, varnish, gunk in it. And so I got it suspended here so I can shake it, and we're gonna throw some paint thinner in there. People say to throw like nuts and bolts and stuff in there to break it up. Hopefully I don't need to, but I suppose if this doesn't do the trick, we'll move on to that. Colt's supervising, but I don't know, the more I think about it, maybe I should throw something in it. What they say to do is throw a bunch of stuff in it and then strap it to the wheel of a tractor and either drive around or just jack the tractor up and let it shake all that stuff. But that just sounds like a process, and my luck it would fall off. So we're gonna give this a shot, see how it goes. On second thought, I hit a whole bag of beautiful brand new nuts. So, anyway, I got these nuts. Okay, I'm gonna count them to make sure that I actually get them all out, but I figured if I was doing it, I might as well do it.
Hey, I want to talk to them. Hi! We're here today!
That was 12, and it don't seem like many. I think I'm gonna do another 12. You know, that chain was a little rusty, and I got paint thinner on it, and it just totally did away with it. What the heck is in this stuff? Good stuff. Almost like Mountain Dew. Quit spinning, god dang it. Alright, that's a little over half. That way if I need some more to give it a rinse, I got more. Alrighty, let's see how we did here. Oh man. I tightened that too tight. Ooh. Careful, buddy, get back. Oh, it's a little dirty. A little more in there, but I think it should evaporate pretty easy. That's a lot dirtier than when I started, so hopefully that means a lot of the stuff came out. I don't think any nuts fell out though, so I'm gonna have to get a magnet and fish them out. I don't even think I got any paint. Yeah, I got paint thinner on my phone. Cool. Alrighty. Step 4, or whatever step we're on. Alright, after doing some fishing, I had a socket rail. I pulled all the nubs off and just put a cow magnet on the end, and pretty sure I got all the nuts out. As you can see, that's kind of a stain there, because before you couldn't even see that plug there. It was all caked up. Kind of some junk floating around. I think I'm gonna use whatever paint thinner I got left, give it a good rinse, and try to drain it out, and then we'll do a couple flushes of diesel fuel. Well, in an effort to remember to YouTube video here a little more often, got our little L brackets, holders, whatever you want to call them, for that fuel tank. And before they were pretty wimpy, and they're still a little bouncy, but that's just in the steel itself. And once you get the tank in there, these really tighten up and they pull it up there, kind of help support it way out here. And I just welded in this cross triangle piece in there. It actually bolts back to the battery box on the other side, which the bottom of this is actually about the same height as the step over there. So I really didn't lose any ground clearance, and these things are still higher off the ground than the that front shaft for the PT or 3-point. And tires, ain't got a whole lot of room, but there's the room. I can still get my big old diamond tread tires on the front. But I kind of just tacked all this, and I got just one bolt that holds it in on the battery box. So I'll take that bolt off, one bolt there, and get it off and get it all welded up good and slap it back on. And gonna just totally eliminate that tank, because this tank is 50 gallons. That tank, I think they were a 30 originally, and they cut probably that much big strip out of the middle, so it's more like 20 now. It would work to run both, but with that tank out of there, anytime I gotta mess with anything in the steering, if a line goes or something, I can just reach in there, which would be quite nice. And the main reason I really want to get rid of this is when I put the cab back on it. In this housing here, I can put insulation, basically keep the cab completely separate from the engine bay, which I think is how the later model whites actually were. In this one, you can see there, that's where the pedestal for the dash fits through, so there's no firewall, basically, which now with that tank out, I can basically fabricate a firewall, which will be quieter, keep the engine heat out, and I guess just those two things, but it should be a lot nicer. And that's what we're here for. Make it nicer. I was gonna paint this weekend, but time is being my enemy really, really bad. And kind of sucks because they got the shields standing up over there, and they're not totally down to bare metal, but they are in spots, and they're not really rusting yet, but it's been so humid I can't believe they haven't yet. Plus I got the big top hood here. This is untouched yet. This needs to be sanded. And there's the old intake for the air up there, which I just capped over and kind of tack welded around. And there's the hole for the new air intake. I gotta make it more of a circle. The exhaust needs to be opened up a little bit, just because if I put new paint on it, I don't want it rubbing. And then that little hole there can be filled in, because I'm not running the aspirator tube on it. And then the fuel fill, that could be covered up. But other than that, that's what I've been up to. think tomorrow is going to be not the last farm. Well, it's going to be the last farm we make, and someone else is probably going to make the last farm. Then we'll be done with second crop. And we still got way too much damn hay. And it's just annoying at this point. And it's bad to say, but I don't know. We gotta find something to do with it. We really don't sell hay, but we ain't got enough animals running around to eat the stuff either, so